Hello and welcome to another edition of the Culinary Travels. I'm Chef Robert Harland and I'll be your host today. We're here in Bacolod at a newly opened Indian restaurant called Spice's Bite. Now, let me tell you something. As a British national, I was very excited to know there was going to be a proper Indian restaurant on my doorstep. I've lived here for 12 years. And one of the things I have missed about not being in England is Indian food. But now on our very doorstep, we have a proper Indian restaurant. Because, you know, in Britain, Indian food is very, very popular. They say there are more Indian restaurants in London than in the entire country of India. So, as you can see, certainly for me as a Brit, this is very important and very exciting. Now, Indian food has been exported around the world as Indian nationals, expatriates travel and they move to various countries. They open restaurants and they introduce their unique cuisine to the local people. We know that Indian food is popular in Hong Kong, it's popular in the US, it's popular in Canada, South Africa, especially in Britain. But what about the Philippines? Is Indian cuisine going to become a popular favorite with Pinoys? Let's go inside and find out. And to talk more about this fascinating subject, I'm joined today by the co-owner of Spice's Bite, Taran Dihol. Taran, welcome to the show. It's great to be here and thanks very much for your time today. Let me start by asking you why it has taken so long. I've lived in Bacolod 12 years. Why has it taken so long for there to be a proper Indian restaurant in this city?
Because the Indians are afraid to open a restaurant.
Why?
Because the people think our food is spicy.
But the food is spicy.
Yeah, but we don't make that much spicy here.
So you decided to take the plunge, open an Indian restaurant. You were born in India, right?
Yes.
So, and you grew up presumably with Indian food. So if others were afraid to open, what made you decide to take the plunge?
Because I have lots of friends here. Then I'm sure they will come to it, then they will tell their friends.
These are Indian friends or Filipinos?
Indian and Filipino.
Now the Indian community is quite strong here in Bacolod. What is the percentage of, would you say, of Filipinos eating here and Indian nationals?
Filipinos 80%, 20% Indians.
And the Filipinos come back a second time?
Yes.
Which means they must like the food.
Yeah.
Now, in India, you have different foods depending on what part of the country. The north of India food is different to the food in the south. What do you specialize in?
Both. North and south.
And what are you finding to be most popular?
Both are the same.
Yeah. And have the British community discovered your restaurant yet?
Not yet.
Okay, well maybe after watching this they will. Indian cuisine is going to become part and parcel of the restaurant scene in the Philippines?
I think so.
What experiences have you had with Filipinos who've not liked the food? Have you had Filipinos who've come in and say never again, or?
Until now, nobody complained.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Now, you've been open how long?
Around 8 months.
And in this location here in
2 months.
2 months. So this is your new location here in Mandalagan.
Yes.
And you're open 7 days a week?
Yeah.
What are your opening hours?
11 to 11 on Sundays. We open around 5 p.m.
And I hear you also have takeout?
Yes.
And also delivery?
Not yet.
Not yet delivery?
No.
Okay. I think it's very important for the British community here, and as I'm a Brit, I will certainly help spread the word that they can get a decent curry in Spice's Bite. So that's terrific. Taran, thanks very much indeed. Appreciate your time.
Thank you. Thank you.
And now we're joined by the restaurant's chef, Indian chef, Abdul Basit Khan. Abdul, welcome to the show. Thank you very much for your time today. You are, I believe, from Hyderabad in India.
Hyderabad in India.
I have been to Hyderabad. Yes, one day. Had a one-day trip there many years ago. Abdul, how long have you been cooking?
Around 19 years, more than 19 years.
And how did you get involved with cooking in the first place?
Beginning in India
With a family?
with a family business.
So your family has a restaurant in Hyderabad?
No, in the Bahrain.
In Bahrain?
In Bahrain.
So did you spend most of your time living in Bahrain?
More than 18 years.
So who taught you all the secrets of Indian cooking?
This is, I'm learning from my mother.
Okay.
Not from the internet, not from any catalog. This is our personal own family recipe.
Okay. And your mother got the recipes from her mother?
Yes,
So very old, ancient recipes.
yes.
Now, what has been your experience in the difference between cooking in Bahrain and cooking in the Philippines?
Exactly. Around the taste is different, completely different in the Philippines because our recipe is different.
You mean you modify them to suit?
Yes.
So,
We are not taking from the another people like in the some internet some recipes like this, but this is our own.
so are you making the curries milder?
Mild or spicy depending on your choice.
But what's the normal with Filipinos?
Filipino they like some people they like spicy, some people they don't like spicy. So depending on your choice, what you like, sir. You like spicy or mild or regular?
And what is the most popular dish that you get asked for here?
Especially the biryani, beginning from the Hyderabad. They calling the land of biryani in the world. First biryani beginning from the Hyderabad.
So, really?
Yes,
Biryani is from Hyderabad?
Hyderabad.
Okay.
They,
Biryani happens to be my favorite.
that's why calling the land of Hyderabad, land of biryani for the Hyderabad.
Does biryani mean anything in
Biryani and so many Mughlai dishes also before the independent, the Mughlais, like a curry, like a masala, like a so many Morgu Musallam and so many delicious dishes.
Now in Britain, they say that the chicken tikka masala
Chicken tikka masala.
is the most popular dish in the country, but it's not a real Indian dish, is it?
No, chicken tikka is Indian also and Arabic also.
But it's not.
Masala they will making the Indian people. Chicken tikka is a regular international. They will making Arabic also, Indian also, Pakistani, all people. The chicken tikka masala this is from the India. So first the big barbecue and they mix in the some thick gravy.
Because I heard that the actual recipe for chicken tikka masala was developed by an Indian in England called the English.
Completely different taste from the another countries.
I have to say I've never tasted a chicken tikka masala, but
If you have any time, I will show you.
okay, very good. I shall certainly do that. Now, tell me the history of Indian food. How come the food has always been so spicy?
Spice is beginning the herbal, not the like for artificial. They will using the people some cubes, some ajinomoto, some like this, But the Indian food, they will using the pure original herbal spices, nature of the God from the tree. All spices.
So were there more spices available in that part of the world than say in
Yeah,
Europe?
everywhere, anywhere you can buy. Everywhere for the especially now the distribution from the Singapore. So anywhere you can buy.
And from the Indian community, who are your customers, do you find there is a difference to what they order and what Filipinos order?
Filipino they will happy too much than Indian. They like too much the food, especially the American, British, these Japanese and especially the Koreans. They like the spicy, hot and spicy.
Well, Korean food. Yes,
Koreans
right,
also.
yeah. Do you see the day when there'll be many, many Indian restaurants in Philippines
No, not too much.
in the future?
Maybe, I think so. Depending on the customer, depending on the business is going success, it's okay.
But ingredients are not a problem for you?
Not problem. Anywhere, anytime I can buy.
Tell me one thing, because I used to live in Japan, and I once asked a Japanese teriyaki chef if he cooked at home, and he said never. Do you cook at home?
It's okay if you like.
Do you?
I want to distribute my taste around the world.
Do you cook for your family at home?
Yes, of course.
And your wife likes Indian food?
Yes, of course, right?
And your daughter as well?
Yes.
Excellent, very good. Abdul, thank you very much indeed for your time, and we're going to have demo a couple of dishes today. What are you going to demo for us?
What you like?
Well, you're going to do
Like
shrimp biryani.
shrimp biryani or
what's the other dish you're going to
some beef vindaloo.
Now that's much hotter, right?
Not too much hot, depending on your choice. If you like the hot, I will make hot. Otherwise, regular.
Excellent. Well, let's go into the kitchen and let's see you in action.
Please welcome.
Thank you, Abdul. Thank you.